Normally in animation, you would have to break up an object into different components. Now here we're going to use the Puppet Warp tool in Photoshop to create some manipulations of just one image and duplicate them. So here we have an image, it's on a transparent background, and you'll see there's just one layer in the layers panel, and the first thing we need to do is right mouse click on that layer and convert it to a smart object. And you'll see a little icon at the bottom of the thumbnail. Now it's a smart object. Now we need to now set up some points with the Puppet Warp tool. Go to the Edit menu and select Puppet Warp. Now Puppet Warp, you can switch on the mesh from the options and manipulate it in there, but we'll just keep it nice and simple. Turn that off, and we need to put some anchor points. Now anchor points are little pins that allow us to control or lock areas. I'll put one on the shoulder there, on the arm, on the hand, and again shoulder, wherever the elbow is, and again the hand. And they're going to sort of move around these. So I'll put one on the neck and also one on the head, different points on the body, and coming along where I presume the legs are, and we put those points on there. Now once they're on there, you can actually move your object. So if we move, you can see it moving like that. Now also you can lock them. If it's on auto with the rotate, you can come here, say click on the one on the shoulder blade, and I could say that's going to be fixed, and then you can fix any other ones. You can fix the one on the body and they will fix to those points. So when we do move something, it will change and stay in that point. You just get a feel for it. The more points you have, the more control you have. So what I will do is I'll just slightly move. You'll find it will also, move it down and manipulate it. So I'll just move those points out. And again, I'll just show you how you move the neck. Obviously it might distort too much, but it gives you an idea of what's going on. Now once I've done that, you need to click the tick or press enter. Now you'll see once I've done that, you'll have a smart filter because it's a smart object, and it'll say Puppet Warp. We'll come back to that in a minute. I need to Control J if you're on a PC, or Command J if you're on an Apple Mac, and that will duplicate that layer. That's the top layer. Now to bring our points back again, we need to double click within the smart filters on the Puppet Warp, and our points will appear again, allowing us to move. Now as we move our top layer, you'll see the layer underneath, and you'll see it sort of goes behind, and we move that around. Now what you can do is you can move where something is in front or behind. If I click on that, I can take it up the layers, and if you see there, or I can take it back. So that's another neat feature that you can use. So I'll keep it on the front, and then I'll try and pivot the body a little bit and move things around. Right. Okay, now once that's done and I've moved it to wherever I want it to be, I can click. Now when I turn the top layer off, this is how it's sort of panning out between those 2 points. I'll do one more. So on my top layer, I'm going to Control or Command J. I'll switch my bottommost layer off. I'm working on the top layer, and again I double click in the smart filter section of the layers, and this time again I'm going to put some control over here. Now bear in mind you are slightly distorting it, and you can play around with it and get it more accurately, but this will give you just an idea of how it works in its basic form. Once I've done that, and then I will move that around and put that there. So that shows the movement, almost like onion skinning, showing the layer underneath. I click tick. So now I've got 3 layers. I've got the top layer here, this layer, and then the bottom layer. So I've got the 3 different layer components all laid up, ready to animate. We're ready to animate. Make sure from the window menu you bring up the timeline. Timeline will display down the bottom, gives you 2 options. One, to create a video timeline, and the other one is to create a frame animation. Once you've done that, you click on the button and you'll see a frame will appear. All those are on there. So the first frame, I just need the first layer I had. Then I would duplicate that and then turn that off and put my next one on. Again, duplicate that final layer, turn on and off. Now when I play my animation, you will see it will go. I'll just get it to do it forever, and my graduate will do a little dance.